This is David Trent Todeschini coming to you from the beautiful hills of southern North Carolina, bringing you the facts behind the news and the story that contradicts the mainstream media lies, hoping to convince you that the apparency of reality is in fact entirely fabricated and the illusion only appears to be true. But in the battle for the survival of the American Republic and Western civilization, we must expose these illusions in order to bring about and nurture a greater awakening that will preserve our God-given rights and freedoms, not only for ourselves, but for our progeny and for all the future generations of human souls on this planet. We not only must plant the trees whose shade we will never live long enough to enjoy, but first we must uproot the poisonous trees we have for so long been deceived into sitting under. We are dedicated to educate and inform and stand in the gap for all of those innocents who cannot fight for themselves. We have put on the armor of God and stand ready with the weapons of truth to put down the lies of tyranny wherever we find them. We are the watchmen of liberty. We don't forgive, we don't forget, we are invincible, we are American patriots. To this end, and with this firm resolve, my close associates and I have sworn the oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States and all Americans who share our values and wish to live free. Welcome to the most deleted, shadow banned, demonetized, censored, and trolled channel on social media. Recipient of the Patriot Warrior Purple Q Award. After almost 7 decades of political lip service psychobabble bullshit, we are finally waging a kinetic war on drugs. Kudos to the Trump administration for finally showing that all of the previous wars on drugs were just smoke being blown up the public asshole by deep state puppet blowhards who were not elected by we the people, but installed like toilets. However, more aggressive steps need to be taken to end this shit once and for all. Firstly, all those who are politicians or public servants who are caught and convicted of trafficking illegal drugs should be tried with no plea bargains and face mandatory life sentences with no parole, stripped of all assets, citizenship revoked, and sent to CCOT or face death by hanging, their choice. Secondly, all street-level dealers should be designated as non-uniformed enemy combatant terrorists and face identical penalties for aiding and abetting enemies of the Republic. Each overdose death that can be traced back to an individual should be charged as capital murder with depraved indifference, no bail, no plea bargains, and no mercy at all. Thirdly, a portion of the assets seized during such raids should be used to help addicts and compensate families of those who were lost to these endless tragedies. Lastly, regimes such as Venezuela's Maduro government should be invaded and overthrown by force by the U.S. military, and China's role in supplying precursors to the cartels should similarly be dealt with shock and awe military force. Whoever you motherfuckers are, know this, you will be caught. You cannot outsmart our military. You will not escape. The people have had it with the chemical murder of our children. When you are found, you will pay the price. It's getting to the point where the people will start to take the law into their own hands. And as someone who has lost loved ones due to this scourge, pray to your demons that I'm not on the jury when you go to trial. Pray that I don't personally catch you. And in all of this, I haven't even mentioned child trafficking or the children abducted for use as drug mules or for their organs to be harvested. These criminals are not worthy of due process. When caught red-handed, as most of them are, they should be summarily executed on the spot. All of this can be traced to greedy politicians, mostly Democrats, who allowed this shit to happen since the 1960s. The Democrat Party should be declared to be domestic terrorists, and a lot of them should be stripped of their citizenships, their assets seized, and their asses sent to CCOT for life. We need to make a global example of these cowardly murderers, endanger our children, harm our citizens, threaten our country, and your third world monkey ass is worm dirt. Support terrorist regimes or aid and abet the enemies of the United States? Good for you. We put you on a C-130, give you a rainbow-colored parachute, and push you out the rear door over Palestine. And just to make sure you're met with a hearty third world Habibi welcome, we will fill your jumpsuit pockets with pork rinds and Spam and play Tiny Tim's Tiptoe Through the Tulips at concert levels through focused loudspeakers at the same time the mosques on the ground are playing the Aloha snack bar shit. Let me give you a little visual aid.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح.
Ever since the Great Awakening, thousands of content creators like myself have been burning the midnight oil well into the wee hours of the morning, and millions of us who are awake are not getting enough sleep. Everyone knows that a good night's sleep is essential for efficient functioning of the cognitive processes that enable a person to discern truth from fiction and deep state-induced woke dementia. Well, years before I was asked to be an advertiser for MyPillow, I have been using their products. The first product I used was, of course, the pillows. I was impressed with the comfort, and I was able to fall off to sleep almost immediately rather than having to fight a bag of foam and trying to get comfortable. The pillowcases and Giza sheets are absolutely the bee's knees, and I have sets for the 2 beds I have in my home. Another thing is their body pillow. I suffer from a lumbar spine injury that is exacerbated by my preference to sleep on my side. Having the body pillow to roll onto alleviates the pressure and mitigates the discomfort, allowing me to fall asleep quickly. Mike Lindell, a great American patriot, has an entire line of quality products that everyone should try. Once you sleep with the pillows and sheets, you'll throw the ones you have in the garbage or donate them to Goodwill. If you go to www.mypillow.com, there is a link in the description. As a viewer and subscriber to this channel, you can buy anything in the store for 66% off. That's 1/3 of the retail price. Just fill your shopping cart and use promo code N4T at the checkout. Take it from me, folks, I've been using Mike Lindell's products since 2015. There is nothing like them on the market, and I say this with 71 years of sleeping experience. Don't forget, use promo code N4T at checkout.